What's going on, you guys? It's Ron here with your stimulus package update and your third stimulus check update, not to mention election certifications as well as Capitol lockdown updates for you guys. I've got breaking news to share with you guys in this video. A lot going on. My wife and I were up super late last night monitoring the results of the Georgia runoff elections yesterday. I really appreciate you guys jumping on with us last night. And, based on the amount of coverage on the news, on Twitter, and, social media outlets, this was easily recognized as being, nearly one of the most focal points, maybe even as much as the election, the presidential election. And it's been said that the outcome of the Georgia runoff election would determine not just the fates of the Georgia residents, but also the fate of the American people. The $2,000 stimulus checks, and as I've been saying over the past several days, we may be seeing Mitch McConnell saying goodbye to his Senate majority leadership position, as it looks like the Democratic candidates may actually be taking up both of these seats in this runoff elections. And with that, of course, the Senate majority position would be leaving Mitch McConnell. Now, this would also mean a much easier passing of the Cash Act, the $2,000 stimulus checks in both the House and the Senate, as it was really only Mitch McConnell and a couple of Republicans, not even all of them, who were against putting it up for a vote. Now, the Georgia elections that took place last night may have just landed a victory for the Democrats. Now, according to the New York Times, it has been confirmed that both candidates, Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff, may have won the Georgia runoff elections. As you can see here, the New York Times is declaring John Ossoff the winner in this election against David Perdue. And we can also see that the New York Times is declaring Raphael Warnock as the winner over Kelly Loeffler. Now, of course, we can see 15 minutes ago, this was updated and only 98%, well, I say only, 98% of the votes have been recorded. So technically there is still an opportunity for something to change, but it looks pretty definitive here. We're sitting at 98% here reported for John Ossoff for the win over David Perdue as well. Now, this could also mean a win for the $2,000 stimulus checks, which have been a huge issue that has only picked up steam over the past few weeks. Now, the idea of the $2,000 stimulus checks was a big issue in Georgia races and has arguably strengthened the Democrats' ability to be able to win over a state that historically votes for Republican candidates. I mean, think about it. I mean, I'd have to pull up the records to see when the last time Democrats were placed in the office, actually won, Georgia positions. Georgia's a red state historically. And potentially speaking, Warnock's win over Loeffler and Ossoff's victory now create a 50-50 split in the Senate in terms of the number of Democrats and Republican members. Now, this puts any tie-breaking decisions into the court of Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, which essentially makes the Senate primarily dominated by Democrats. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris is expected to be inaugurated on January 20th with Democrat President-elect Joe Biden. But I want to take a brief pause right here and cover some breaking news. Rioters have breached the Capitol as Congress is certifying Biden's win.
We're seeing a scuffle develop between the protesters and the police.
Wow, this is crazy.
I'm not seeing more police coming down. Okay, they've created a line of defense at the top of the stairs, but I'm not seeing more police. Here we go. More police, Jesse, are running from the side with a paramedic.
Now, it was expected that this rally would get quite heated today, President Trump's rally.
Crowd of protesters, not the ones by the steps, but the ones that are still behind the fence.
Oh, wow. This is...
Oh, meanwhile,
you guys
up
see
on the
this?
steps of the backside of the Capitol, we're seeing protesters overcome
Wow.
the police. The police are now running
Wow.
back into the Capitol building. We have cheers from the protesters that are watching behind
Wow.
the scenes. This is incredible.
Wow. This is crazy just to see this. My wife and I, our son, we were just out there.
Things here have been so peaceful. This is a decidedly different feeling now. The protesters have overcome the police and are now gathered on the backside of the stairs of the Capitol building. Throughout the day, we were talking to some protesters from Long Island, New York, who said they anticipated occupying the Capitol. We didn't.
Oh, wow.
That?
What was that?
We just heard a loud popping noise coming from the back steps of the Capitol. We do not see any smoke. We do not see any indication of where that might have come from.
Now, I'm just going to stop it right here. I did read reports earlier about a potential bomb threat. I'm not sure what that was, but you guys heard it just like I did. Now, I'm just going to jump over to CNN and see if there's some live coverage to see if we can get a little bit of an update on that.
As I was saying to you in our last time we spoke, this is still very much a standoff. We have not seen law enforcement go in and clear them out. Rioters are still in there. Law enforcement on the outskirts, on the perimeter of the Capitol building. And we will see what happens as we get closer to this curfew at 6 p.m. In just under an hour's time. Look at this scene, Wolf, here. This is more what I believe is Metropolitan Police. These guys are very much in riot gear, as you can see, head to toe with protection, helmets on, batons at the ready. They are going down Delaware Avenue, and we understand that there is all sorts of coordination going on between local law enforcement, federal law enforcement, the Capitol law enforcement to clear out these rioters from the Capitol building, Wolf.
And I assume it's going to, Alice, it's only going to get more intense. We just got a statement from the acting defense secretary.
And as a result of the rioting, it looks like D.C. is now under curfew. And it looks like President-elect Joe Biden is about to speak, but I do want to just quickly just touch base on this curfew here. It looks like this curfew will be in effect until Thursday, 6 a.m. So that's tomorrow morning. According to the police department chief, Robert Conti, he says, "I will continue to urge all Washingtonians to stay home and stay calm. And if you see anything, say something." Now, I know a lot of my viewers here, you guys are in Washington, D.C. Let me know what's going on in your area. It's crazy just to see what's going on here. My wife, myself, my kid, we were just out in Washington, D.C. You guys know I did a live there. I told you guys, that we would be going out there. And it's just really crazy to see what's going on right now. Unbelievable, unprecedented activity going on here. But guys, this is clearly not the end. I got to unpack this. I'm going to jump on here and see what President-elect Joe Biden is saying here. But that's all for the stimulus check update and stimulus package update and elections runoff update. And definitely check out the new channel called Matter. We're running a giveaway and contest with them. They provide amazing, super entertaining content. And I know you guys are going to love it. All you have to do to enter to win that particular contest is to subscribe to their channel and watch one video and you'll be entered to win. But otherwise, guys, that's all for this particular update. I'm probably going to jump on here in another couple hours after some additional information comes out. I'm going to unpack that and share with you guys. So I'll see you guys on the next one.